Ironscapers, Love Skating here with my first guide. Um, there will be in the future there will be more guides, but this is my first one, and yeah. Alright, so this guide is for the Sorcerer's Garden. The requirements are to have completed the Prince Alley Rescue quest. The start place is in front of the palace. You have to talk to the husband about where do I get Sq'irks, and just talk to him about all of that. Then, what you should wear is at least a spottier cape and boots of lightness. Those two things are definite. These I just threw on. I still have a negative kg. Alright, so what I have in my inventory is 23 empty beer glasses and a pestle and mortar. Alright, so first you're going to go from the bank or the palace, whichever one, and you're going to go from here to here. I'll show you that right now. So you're going to run, and if you have a negative, if you have negative pounds, then you shouldn't run out of energy, and even if you didn't have a negative, you still shouldn't because it's really close. In order to get actually in the minigame, you have to talk to the apprentice, and you have to be polite. Like, everything has to be polite. At the end, she'll teleport you to the Sorcerer's Garden. If you're level 1 or between 1 to 25, you're gonna stay in winter. In the Sorcerer's Garden minigame, you get a little farming experience, but mostly thieving experience. For winter, you get 30 farming experience and 330 farming experience per fruit, and 350 thieving experience per juice. But you need 4 fruit in order to make a juice. For spring, it's 40 farming experience and 1,350 thieving experience. For fall, it's 50 farming and 2,350 thieving. And for summer, it's 60 farming and 3,000 thieving experience. Alright, so 1 to 25, you're going to do winter, or if you're between 1 and 25, or, well, what I mean is below 25, you're going to be at winter. After 25, you're going to do spring, which I'll show you where you should click and when in a moment. From 25 to 45, which I'm doing, I just need 5 more levels. After that, you'll be at fall, which I can't get into yet. Then 45 to 65, if you want, which I don't know if I'll do, you are going to do summer. I don't really know these 3 because when I started spring. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to go right here you don't want to get caught by the spring elementals. So when that spring elemental passes right there, you're going to click it. And make sure you have run on. If you have a negative amount of items, then you won't really ever get run out of run energy. Alright, so when the spring elemental passes you here, here's where you're gonna go. Right here is kind of tricky, but as you start doing it, it'll become easier. Alright, so that spring elemental is going to stop right there and turn back. When that happens, you want both of them at least past that. So to pass it, and either you're going to go here or here. It doesn't matter. Sometimes, like, once you get the hang of it, like me, sometimes I actually get to go to right there. Alright, so after that, when the spring elemental passes you, you're going to go right here. Also, sometimes, like right now, will be a good time. But sometimes, when she goes, you can click there and you'll get into it. But sometimes, that spring elemental is going to catch you as you go and try to catch that. So here, right when the spring elemental passes you, you're going to click right there behind the bush. And you'll be fine. When she passes you, just click there. And you'll be done. 143. Oh, I got caught. See, you don't die in this minigame, so that's good. That's also why I like it, because some minigames, if you're going to train a skill, for example, I forget the name of it because I don't really do agility that much, but it's where, like, you do all kinds, you gotta get to a certain base, and if you fall off, you lose a certain amount of hit points, and if you keep doing it without any food, then you'll die and lose your food. But there you shouldn't really have anything because you need urban energy there. So, yeah. So here's kind of a good time. Kind of tricky. I could have made it to there, but I don't want to really take the chance since I'm taping right now. So I'm just going to click there because, here we go. So you're going to go, and there you get one. Spring Sq'irk. Now I have 103, and then that, you'll get up. So you're going to use the pestle and mortar onto Spring Sq'irk, and you should make one. Even though it looks like you're doing a herblore, you don't get experience. I think you would, but you don't. So when you drink from the fountain, you're gonna get teleported to here again. So now, after you have, like usually when I have at least 6 to 10, I'll go back to Osmond and talk to him. And you don't really have to click anything. The only thing you have to click is click here to continue, or whatever it says. And then you'll get it. Yeah, click here to continue. 1,350 thieving experience points. You do it and 41 thieving. So now I can get into the third chamber. So thank you guys for watching my guide for the Sorcerer's Garden. It's basically my first video and guide. More will come out. So subscribe, rate it, favorite, rate, and comment if you want to. Thank you, and good night.